We've all heard of alternate dimensions and universes. Many believe we are just a frequency away from an alternate existence. Still others claim that beings from other dimensions pop in and out of our world at will, somewhat like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Now a story comes to us out of Spain about a woman who claims to have woken up one day to find her life and past had changed. Unfortunately, she remembers a different reality than those who know her best. Lorena Garcia, a 41-year-old, well-educated professional opened her eyes one morning to discover she was in what she later assumed to be an alternate universe existence of her own life. Garcia's experience was related in 2008 when she made an effort to search for help on the internet. Apparently it's just now making the rounds in America. Here's her fascinating story translated from Spanish. For anyone who is reading this blog regular will know that we have already written a few articles about parallel universes. As I write this article on an alleged case of a woman who she says is from another parallel universe. We do not know for sure if it is a hoax or below, but the story is interesting and that is what any of us could happen when least expected. This story is transcribed for a forum where this woman named Gordo Lorena Garcia left a message for someone to help on 16/07/2008-1838. Hello, my name is Luce, I have 41 years and I think I jumped into a parallel universe. I find it hard to tell because everyone will think I'm a psychotic, and no one will believe me. Please, if anyone has had a similar experience to write me an email. One day I woke up and everything was different, nothing spectacular, nothing to do with time travel and all that stuff. I just got up in the same year and the same day I went to bed, but many things were different. It's little things, but important enough to know that at one point there was a turning point in which things are different. In fact, if this is a dream, you are all in a dream, as I write this there, so if someone replies is that you are living the same reality as me, be my dream or not. 4 months ago I woke up a normal morning, I was in my rental house where he lived for 7 years, everything was the same except that the set of sheets on my bed that was different, did not give importance at the moment. Well, my office was in my car which was parked wherever, and was the same office where I worked in the last 20 years. But when I got to my office was not my office, has the names on the door and mine was not. I thought I had the wrong floor, but no, it was mine. I got to my office wireless area and I looked, was still working there but was in another department reporting to a director who did not even know. I went to the office to mark the directory, I said I was sick and left. Everything in my portfolio was the same, my cards, my ID, all the same, but I do not remember having changed department at any time. I went to medical insurance and they tested me for drugs and alcohol. Everything clean. I went to work the next day, and telling me not feeling well, I've been out of step. My apartment is the same, all the same, I have watched all the papers that I keep in the house and everything is the same. Soon I realized that something was wrong. I thought it was some kind of amnesia, as I had missed something and could not remember a time in my life. But no, I went online and was the day it should be, and news, at least cover important, were the same as the previous day. 6 months ago I'm not with my partner of 7 years, we left and started a relationship with a guy in my neighborhood. I know him well, I've been 4 months with him and know his name, address, where he works as a child you have and where he is studying. Well, now there is this guy. It seems that existed before me jumped but now no trace. I hired a detective to look for it and they're in this flat. I went to a psychiatrist and attributed to stress, believed to be hallucinations, but I know not. My ex-boyfriend is with me as usual, I've never left it seems, and Augustine, my boyfriend now, seems to never have existed here. It lives in the apartment where he lived nor find his son. I swear it's real, I am very sane. My own family does not remember things as surgery on the shoulder of my sister a couple of months ago, have never operated, and little things like that. Unfortunately I do not remember many important things in the news, but the rest of the world seems to be the same. There are many little things in the past 5 months and now many, nonsense, clothes on my closet and I have not bought. Post on the blog of a radio program I had with my ex, which is still my boyfriend now, and I stopped to. I do not know is nonsense but I'm really rope is real. Please if anyone has gone something like contact me, to see what could have happened. I find no pathology that matches what has happened to me. I've been 5 months reading all the theories I've found and I am convinced that she has been a leap between planes, anything, any decision, any action that has to change some things, which I mosque is that it is in the year, and why I have not jumped to another time, I am exactly the same. To explain, it is as if he had lost his memory and 5 months ago I woke up having dreamed those 5 months, except that everyone remembers me at the time, and I've done things that I am not conscious of having done. Do you experience more? Please refrain funny and people who have the truth in his hand. It is very serious for me. Here's a similar story from Japan. A man flies into the country with what appears to be a valid passport only to find that nobody has heard of his country of origin. A curious incident took place in Tokyo, Japan during the early 1990s. A man arrived on a flight with a passport from a non-existent country. The man expressed anger and shock when Japanese customs officials detained him. Although the officials checked their records carefully, the passport had been issued by a country that did not exist. No record showed the country had ever existed. Although passports exist issued by non-existent countries, known as camouflage passports, this passport was real and had custom officials' stamps on various pages including stamps by Japanese customs officials from previous visits. The man was well-traveled, Caucasian, said the country was in Europe and had existed for almost 1,000 years. He carried legal currency from several European countries, an international driver's license and spoke several languages. Finally, indignant, he demanded a meeting with higher government authorities. He was convinced some massive practical joke was being played on him. After being detained for almost 14 hours in a small security room at the airport terminal, some government officials took pity on him and transported him to a hotel. They ordered the mystery visitor to wait there until they decided what to do about the matter. From the reports, the Japanese were just as confused and flustered as the mysterious man without a country. Although 2 immigration officials were posted with instructions not to permit the man to leave his room, the next morning the guards discovered he was gone. The only exit was the door they watched and the only window had no outside ledge and was 15 stories above a busy downtown street. The authorities launched an intensive manhunt throughout Tokyo for the mysterious traveler, but finally gave up the hunt. The man was never seen again. And finally a tale of vanishing where a man is seen walking to and entering his automobile at a busy university parking lot then disappearing into thin air. Inexplicata relates a story that is like Lorena's, except from the opposite point of view. The original account was written by journalist Segundo Pina and published in one of Venezuela's biggest newspapers, El Tiempo. Pina relates a strange tale that smacks heavily of a multiverse shift. The incident occurred on the campus of ULA, the University of the Andes, and involved a well-known faculty member. This is what happened in full daylight. According to dozens of witnesses, the professor left one of the university's buildings, crossed a parking lot to his parked car, and entered it. Many saw him as he walked to his car, some even called out to him and waved. The professor opened his car door, climbed in, sat down, and closed the door. The car sat there unmoving. Eventually, a few curious students went to the car and found it empty. There are many accounts of alleged time travelers throughout history. One of the most recent is the story of John Titor that began on November 2, 2000 when a person claiming to be from the year 2036 burst upon the interweb scene with his amazing tale of time travel. He took the strange news followers by storm and his story is still being debated over 10 years later. So, what are we to think? Are these stories just fodder for the gullible? Mere tripe from tabloidian minds? Or is there something more going on? In 1954 the term parallel universe was thrust into the mainstream by Hugh Everett III. Everett theorized that many related universes all exist in parallel, branching off of each other. Each universe has a similar origin but alternate timelines. This is heavy stuff to even get into, but we need to have an open mind in cases such as this. There are so many questions that arise, too many to list in fact. However, I suppose we should start somewhere, and I think it best to begin with the reader. I would be very interested in the opinions formed by those who have pondered parallel universes, rips in the fabric of time and space, or any other related subject matter. Does our reality overlap a similar one just outside our realm of detection? Is there anyone out there who can relate to one of the three stories above or have had a corresponding experience? We all know how powerful the mind is and how dreams can manipulate reality. We also realize that there are those who suffer from mental illness, but if we could suspend all of that and really consider the possibilities, where do we go next?